Anyway. Okay. Bye-bye. Nope. Nah. Nope. I think we're on anyway. I think it's sorted. I think we can see comments, and then can I see comments now? Let's have a look. Dreams wanna, all good man. Still angry, still really livid at the world. Just been to Aldi, I headbutted 3 people. Can't believe it. Usually I headbutt 5 or 6, you know what I mean? So I'm doing well today. Yes, James. Yes, Mirror. What is going on? Yeah, man. Chopping some celery to go in my jambalaya. Had a few problems. Just sorry, I couldn't get people. I couldn't see the comments if I invited guests, so I can't invite guests because I was going to have it off face to face, invite people in, send them the link. That can't happen. So now I'm going to have a peaceful day chopping celery, which is not what I wanted because it's raining, and when it rains, I find peace within, cleanse the soul. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, because I feel so peaceful and calm, we'll have live debates. But I think I'm going to have to go to TikTok for that. So But I don't want to because I like the YouTube squad. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Dreams. That was a good question, though, Dreams. What about you, man? Violating sheep? What do you reckon? Yes or no? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Looks like you're well. Hello, Lisa. Yeah. Well, I can't invite guests because if I invite guests, I can't see that chat for some reason. So, but that's a little bit annoying. I don't know why. Maybe they've changed it. Maybe I don't know if it's a glitch or what. I hope you're good anyway. What's the word on the street? What is happening? Leftover celery will be going in the blender for a nice, healthy start to the day. Do you know what I mean? Clean, antioxidants, you name it, celery's got it. Aren't you bored of eating plants? Absolutely not, man. There's like tens of thousands of edible plants packed with protein, packed with goodness. I mean, look at that just there. Green pepper, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Red pepper, absolutely beautiful. Celery, soy chunks. I've got about 15 cans of chickpeas going in this pot as well. Beautiful. Ben World 9831. What is happening, Ben? Ben is my middle name. Big up all the Bens. That is going in the big pot. And while we are talking about plants and cooking plants, I think it makes sense to explain to people that they are not psychopaths and not savages, as usual. So it's a cooking day and an education day. And we're going to educate the uninformed on what they're really like. Unless, of course, there's a butcher or a slaughter worker or an animal violator in the chat. But other than that, the 95%, we can have a talk. And we can, discover who we really are. Drop a comment as to when you discovered that you were not the one true savage. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get it popping. Personally, for me, it was 2019 when I realised I was not the one true savage. I can't remember the first thing I saw. I genuinely cannot remember the first thing I saw, but at some point in 2019, I realised I was not the one true savage. Psychopathic behaviour, disgusting online content of the most horrendous things one could ever possibly imagine, times with the fact that I can just eat red peppers, just resulted in, the big switch. I don't think so, little man. Get out. Now, the best thing about the one true savage thing is no one can argue, because if they try to argue, they look like psychopaths. Because they have to say, I would stab a sheep, I would a cow, and then the other person's like, really? I couldn't do that. And then all of a sudden, Even the non-vegans are at it. Even the non-vegans are going, you could stab a cow. You could stab a sheep. I couldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? CFC forever is top of the food chain. Top of the food chain. Top. Right. CFC, what would it cost me to see you fight a tiger? Please tell me the cost. I'll raise the funds. We'll get a GoFundMe and we'll pay to see you fight a tiger. Don't get cheating and hiding in a bush with somebody else's gun, someone else's invention, and pick out baby animals with the gun, because that doesn't count. We're talking about bare knuckle, you versus a tiger. Let's see it. I want to see it. I'm willing to put 50%. That's for my shake. And there we go. Celery in the kitty. Straight in the pot. No messing. We invented the tools. Mate, what tools have you invented? Tell me one tool you've invented. One tool. If I had £1 million, here now, I would get every penny of the £1 million, stick it on the table, and say that you 50-50 bet. In fact, I'd do it 1 to 1 million against. I'd do it 1 to 1 million against. I'd put £1 million on to win £1 to bet that you have not invented any tools to bully animals with. You are not the species. I could say I've landed on the moon. I haven't landed on the moon, have I? Do you know what I mean? Man has landed on the moon. Have I landed on the moon? No. Big up Sydney. I found what is going on. Brutal vegan is here. Man-made inventions. Oh, yeah, man-made the boxing glove. Does that mean I can punch you in the face? No. You can't just take an invention and then use it and go, oh, I can do that because someone in 1590 invented it. It doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Alex, what is going on? We've kicked it off early today. We've kicked it off early with man-made tools, and man is all powerful, and man is all special. Alex, we are cooking a jambalaya. We've got peppers, we've got celery, we've got soya chunks, we've got bare chickpeas, big fat pot. I'm talking like 58 portions of protein pellets. You don't use a plastic cutting board. I have got a plastic one. I'm personally not bothered about plastic. I think that humans are polluted anyway, regardless of whether I chop on a chopping board. So, will I die early? Maybe. Do I care? No, because this world is a shithole, and the more poison, the better. Man is kin to God. Your God sounds very violent. I don't know anyone who is all loving and powerful and peaceful that would give a non-violent person a knife and tell them to stab a baby sheep in the neck. To me, that is nuts. I mean, and what's interesting about God is if God does permit the stabbing of baby animals, his followers, whatever religion you believe in, doesn't actually do that, because they actually don't believe in violence. So if my God was violent, such as stab the sheep, stab the cow, fist the cow, stab the pig, gas the pig, I'd think, do I agree with that or not? Maybe I shouldn't be following this God. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this God is not like me. Maybe I need to follow Satan instead. Yes, Stephen, what is going on? Yeah, but CFC, I know big fat vegans who are 140 kilo who could squash you and make you disappear. But that doesn't mean that they have the right to do that. Yeah, Alex, you just need some supplemented protein shakes you do to get your protein. Now, the smell of celery and onion and garlic is absolutely beautiful. Redacted 4204, big up Australia, big up Melbourne, 3182, St Kilda, 2014 onwards. Who else we got? Bendite Giza in the building. What is going on? My wife can't get pregnant. Her boyfriend became impotent because of microplastics he got from eating a bat in Wuhan. That turned out to be a toy, and my girlfriend fed her eggs to a donkey. To be honest, whoever eats a bat in Wuhan deserves microplastics. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Why do people think they're so good? I don't get it. Oh, the human. Humans can't even come up with their own beliefs. Humans have to look in a book and go, "What shall I believe?" Or they go, "What did Grandad do?" They can't actually make their own mind up. They might have landed on the moon and created a bat and a gun and missiles, but they can't think for themselves. And that, to me, is the biggest indication of. I don't want to say it because I might get banned. Do you know what I mean? Right then, time for the peppers. What does the book say? What it boils down to is there's a select group of animals, and they've gone, I want you to stroke that one, pet that one, stroke that one, pet that one, care for this one, take this one to the vets, but see them over there? I want you to fist that one, stab that one, gas that one, and ride that one. And they've gone, do you know what? That makes sense, actually, yeah. Treat one like a king and treat one like a piece of shit. I'm going to do that. But let me check first. Let me see what God says. God, what do you reckon? Yeah, I can do it. Sweet. That is what it's like, man. It's nuts. It is mad. I eat quinoa steamed with pieces of eggplant, red pepper, zucchini with a little olive oil, no salt, no pepper. It's light and tastes nutritious with nice colours. That sounds banging. Quinoa steamed with pieces of eggplant, red pepper, and zucchini. No salt and no pepper. That is crazy. CFC, it's an exploit or be exploited world. Okay. Right. There's a sheep. There's a little baby sheep next to that air fryer there. Do I exploit the sheep? Hang on, let me think. If I don't exploit that sheep, I'm going to be exploited. Two choices: leave the sheep alone, exploit the sheep, or don't exploit the sheep. What do you think is going to happen if I don't exploit the sheep? Do you know what I mean? That is a watermelon, yeah, correct. A big, fat, juicy watermelon. And I'm going to mix that with the celery and the cucumber. There's a sheep right there. Picture it, man. There's a sheep. Exploit the sheep or don't exploit the sheep. Please explain, man. We need to know. It's important. What else we got? Oi, if I don't nick that purse, someone might violate me. Why do vegans think they are superior beings? Viking blood 7224. What a fitting name for someone of the modern world who is nothing like a Viking and hates the sight of blood. Thinking that you're superior means that you believe that you can treat others in a certain way because you are better. Veganism is actually the opposite of superiority. It's seeing others and going, I don't want to fist you. I don't want to enslave you. I don't want to bully you. I don't want to slap you over the face. I want to leave you alone because you deserve to be left alone. The opposite of veganism is pro-bully, pro-violate, pro-enslave. So it's actually the complete opposite of what you've just said. But you don't know me, fella. You don't know me. Viking blood 7224. Mate, stop acting bad. You're not a Viking. You're nothing like a Viking. In fact, if someone picked you up and dropped you back into the Viking era, you would shit yourself. Stop acting bad. You're sitting on YouTube in a nice, warm, cozy home. You think the Vikings had warm homes? You really think the Vikings would be doing what you're doing now, sitting on YouTube talking about animal violation? The Vikings was cracking each other over the heads with big metal axes. Do you know what I mean? The complete opposite of what you're doing right now. How many villages have you set on fire today, man? You are a product of the modern world, a soft piece of cotton wool on the earth. Yes, burn a bagel, what is going on? You're a brummie. No, incorrect. Incorrect. You don't know me, Blue. You don't know me, Blue. Imagine pretending to be a Viking on YouTube. Instant mash, what is going on? We've got some jambalaya, we've got loads of peppers, we've got celery, we've got loads of what's it called, chickpeas going in, 28 gram of protein per serve. You proper think you're the man. I proper think I'm the man. Vikings, man. These Vikings, man. What is the matter with these Vikings? These modern day Vikings, man. Imagine pretending you're a Viking and then telling someone who's chopping peppers that they think they're the man. Viking blood. Thank you, Torpy. It's not actually my kitchen. But do you ever nibble on ingredients? Never, mate. Absolutely never. Because I think you get used to it. I've cooked that much food. To me, it's just like it's not food. You know what I mean? I don't see it as mealtime. I see this as like this is work, and feeding is later. Plants have feelings. When that pepper cries, right, I'll eat a KFC on live. I'll eat a big fat bargain bucket, 3-piece variety with a large Coke live on YouTube. I'm only joking. It's all jokes. It's all jokes, man. It's all friendly fire. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to help you remember who you really are. I'm like, think of it as like psychotherapy. I do not cook pepper seeds, mate. No, I chop them out. Although I do believe it adds to the flavour, doesn't it? I do believe. I do. When I'm blending, I just blend it all up. But when I'm cooking, I get rid of them. Grow your garden, play music to it, and speak of your garden. I've actually done that on certain substances, natural ones that grow from the earth. Don't start banning me, YouTube. Don't start banning me. I picked it from the earth, God's green earth. Plants don't. Nice one, LTL. Yeah, send me the info, man, if you could on email. And when I go back there, I can use that in the context. Do you know what I mean? Filthy, dirty bullies, man. I eat meat daily. Animals were violated and bullied daily for me. Yes, Matthew Kittle, what is going on? We've got a jambalaya, chickpeas, celery, peppers, onion, garlic in the pot. We're going to get the tomato puree out soon. Now, what makes me laugh with people who say I'm evil and I'm okay with it? Yes, Owen, what is going on, mate? Anytime you see dog abusers on Facebook, dog abusers don't come onto the post on Facebook and say that they're okay with slapping the dog and kicking the dog and dragging the dog. But when it's other forms of animal abuse, such as meat, dairy, eggs, leather, just your typical ones, people have to come online and defend it. So my argument would be, why have you got to come online and defend it if you're okay with being part of an evil system and having a corrupt mindset? So, absolutely mad. Have you grown your own vegetable fruit? Yeah, peas. Got some peas in the garden. Very small garden, but it does. I'm not a proper vegan, but I'm a full vegetarian. Yeah, I think even though vegetarianism is a good path into veganism, I think it needs to happen quick because, for instance, the dairy industry is a lot worse than the meat industry in terms of what they do. I'd rather be chopped up than be used and abused as a milk machine and then chopped up. So the dairy industry is actually far worse than the meat industry. So a vegetarian, like if there was a term for someone who doesn't have dairy but does have meat, such as a dairytarian, I'd have more respect for the dairytarian who still eats meat than the vegetarian who has the meat and doesn't have the dairy. That might sound crazy, but that is the truth, in my opinion. Right, celery goes in. That's all it is. It is your opinion. Absolutely not. It's fact. Veganism is anti-bullying, anti-oppression, anti-violation, anti-enslavement. So to not agree with what I'm saying would mean that you are pro-violation, pro-bullying, pro-violence, pro-enslavement. There's no two ways about that. You can't get out of that. It's like disagreeing with someone who isn't racist and then saying, that's your opinion. That doesn't mean that I'm racist, but it would mean that you're racist because if you're going against a philosophy that is against racism, then you must be for racism. There's no two ways about it. Yeah, that was my opinion, but that was before I was talking about dairy. But in terms of the whole picture, such as veganism, you can't be against it and then claim that you're not pro-bullying, pro-enslavement, pro-violation. Next. Do you know what I'm saying? Living in rich nations that exploit from poor nations makes you a sport vegan. Absolutely not. I come from a poor family. Most people in poorer countries, I guarantee, because I've got friends who've got foreign family, or for instance, my partner's family are Russian, who are in a poor country. They have got way more money than me. They might have what is viewed as a lesser lifestyle, but they've got more money than me. I know a lot of people in Asia who are classed as poor have still got 20, 30 grand in the bank and things like that. So it's actually the opposite. I'm from a poor family and I've never seen wealth in my whole life. Therefore, and also this is just a different topic to veganism. This is nothing to do with veganism. For instance, I met a homeless person before who was vegan. Whether they were or not, I don't know, but they told me they were. Most of the food that they brought was cheap plant food, so they'd be eating from the fruit shop. So the fruit man would come out and give him fruit every day and things like that. This is a bloke who hasn't got a home and has got no money, so he is poor. Now, despite there being poor people in the underdeveloped countries, this man is still poor and it's got nothing to do with veganism. So you must care about carbon footprint. Not really, no, I don't really give a shit about carbon footprint. And it's from Lidl. So wherever Lidl get these from, that's where the watermelon's from. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Next, what we got? Humans are monsters. Live with it or deny it. It's irrelevant to me. Absolutely. Humans are monsters. Two-legged devils. How can you care about animals and not the earth they live on? Easy, because I've got a choice whether to abuse and violate baby female animals, but I haven't got a choice about how the elites run the world or ruin the world. There's nothing I could possibly do. And also, if you cared about the environment, you'd care about the number one detrimental factor, which is animal agriculture, such as cutting down rainforests to feed the 80 billion land animals that we have to feed in order to enslave them, grow them, chop them into pieces and feed to the masses. So, yeah, if you cared about the environment, you'd pick the number one reason and not talk about that watermelon there. You'd talk about the number one detrimental factor. Boom. I like that bit actually. Okay. If you want to bully baby animals, that's fine. You can do that. You ain't got to tell me or anyone in the chat that you want to bully baby animals. That's up to you. I didn't knock on your door. You know, you're the Viking. You haven't got to change. No one says you've got to change. No one asks you to come here. It's your choice to come here. It's your choice to speak. It's your choice to comment. It's your choice whether you pay psychopaths to attack baby animals. It's up to you, man. And whoever said that about poor people, the poor people have to grow the grain to feed the animals, and a lot of it is exported, so they suffer that way as well, economically, and with food. They they can't afford basically to eat the animals because it's more profitable to sell them to other countries or sell the food to other countries. I just think that you vegans are ridiculous. I am allowed my voice just as much as you vegans are. It's up to you, man. There's lots of vegans in third world nations. If you go on Instagram and type in "We the Free," is it "We the Free" Africa, you'll find people in the slums who are eating lentils and all the cheap stuff and rice and beans and veg and fruit. You'll see them advocating for veganism in the most horrendous conditions you could think of, that you could possibly live in. Depends what third world countries you're on about, though, because some of them have to grow the grain and sell it to rich countries when they could just be eating that themselves. We the Free Manchester, big up. Type in "We the Free Africa," whoever said that, and have a look at what they're doing in Africa. Yes, Kevush, what is happening? How did I miss that, man? That's horrendous. Cucumber in the kitty. So we've got watermelon, cucumber, celery. There's far too much celery in there, but I don't care because I don't want to throw it away. I'd rather have a tangy throat. There's garlic in the kisser. I don't think I've got any mint, but I'm also going to put a touch of lime. I've got no lime, so it'll have to be lemon. Lemon juice in the kitty. Bit of lemon in there like that. Squeeze a bit more juice in like that. Sweet. I can go there to later because that's going in the dish. Get rid of that. And that is ready for a blend. Fruits and healthy, eat raw mincemeat like our ancestors did. I don't give a shit what my granddad did, let alone my ancestors. I don't give a shit what my dad did. I don't give a shit what my granddad did, my great granddad did, his great granddad. I don't care what King James III did. It's time to stop bullying animals and just be normal and act your savagery and drink shakes such as that and stop stabbing sheep in the neck. Yes, Ben, what is happening? Do they grow on their own, or do they wait for the companies to exploit poor nations from their natural resources? I do believe that most supermarkets are ethical and they do their homework and buy off respectful and well-run countries who are not corrupt, as far as I believe. If I find out that, you know, kids are being chained up and slapped with sledgehammers to produce that watermelon, then obviously I'm going to choose a different one. And, you know, quite obviously. You look unhealthy, brother. Incorrect, man. People regularly tell me I look 5 years younger than my age, which is great to hear when you hit your 30s. if you're on about the eyes, it's because I've been punched about 6,000 times in the right eye, and when I'm dehydrated, it comes out, and you can see the scars in the eyes. Other than that, I don't really think I do. Just because do you think modern day humans would all be vegan today? Had ancient Roman Church been convinced it is wrong to kill sentient animals back in the day? Pardon? Just a hypothetical. Do you think modern day humans would be vegan today? Do you think modern day humans would be vegan today? Well, they would have had no choice, would they? I don't think. I don't think they would have had much choice to not eat plants, basically. He wouldn't. They get big trouble because they have to report to the victims. Yes, Frugal or Freddy, what is going on? Why you get punched so much? Are you the victim? Yeah, I am the victim, man. You get in the ring and you get slapped up by little kids. I am the victim. Neon OHS, love ya. The coke's hitting. I don't think coke is the one, man. To be honest, I do think coke is the most overrated drug on planet Earth. I don't do drugs, but if I did, it definitely wouldn't be. It definitely wouldn't be that one. But talking of rugs, sorry, I'm gonna get another ban again. People actually get addicted to them, which makes sense because they are addictive. But to be addicted to sitting on YouTube talking about the violation of baby animals is another story. Do you know what I mean? Right then, that's going back in. I didn't know baby animals were so addictive. I genuinely did not know. Did I used to attack baby animals? Yes. Did I like it? Yes. Did I like the taste? Yes. But I would never have thought it would have come this deep, you know what I mean, with addiction. I'll give you an example. Doing pull-ups on the beach in Australia, geezer comes up, Italian. I eat plant-based. Really? No way. I've never heard of that. Really? Where do you get your protein? Beans, legumes, blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? I actually took quite an interest in it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of anyone do plant-based before. And that was it. I didn't cry over it, get me? I didn't start getting defensive with it. And it is mad, and it all comes down to food addiction, taste, and things like that. Right then. Blendy McBlenderson. When you're coming back to Oz, I'd love to, man. Well, I say that. Things have changed now, but I got banned for 3 years. They banned me for ticking the wrong box on my visa. And it really hurt me. My furniture was there, my mates were there, my car was there, my job was there, and they banned me for 3 years, and I was stuck in Singapore. And then I spent loads of money on lawyers and that, and they didn't even help me. And then I went to New Zealand. I ended up in New Zealand for a bit, and never made it back to the promised land. But things are different now. It's all about activism, innit? So I'll probably be arrested in Oz, innit? Anyone else have that problem? Take a bit of that out, actually. There we go. What we got? Bro, you need a Vitamix. A Vitamix? Yeah, it's such a shame for that. I mean, I don't know who I feel sorry for, the watermelon or the celery. Right then, I think it's time for a poll. Yeah, right. Sheep stab. Baby sheep stab. Let's have a look. Yes, no. Right, we're going to see who's a psychopath. Start the poll. Baby sheep stab. There we go. Let's see who we've got. Water from that tap contains copper. Don't care. I do not care. If I die early, so be it. I do not care. I was on the sesh for 10 years, man, and that didn't kill me. So, man-made. I invented this blender. I deserve to use it and violate plants. I deserve to attack plants with this blender because someone in Germany in 1979 created this blender. Humans deserve it. They deserve it, man. Whatever happens to the earth, they deserve it. Oh, it stinks, man. We're gonna drink it anyway because we know it's good. We know it's good for us. No, I'm not doing this for taste. I'm doing it for health. Not bad at all. A bit celery. Yeah. Viking blood. Still thinks he's a Viking. How many villages have you invaded today, Viking? Oi, Vikings used to impregnate loads of women as well, and I doubt that we can say the same for you. Right, Viking, let me steel man you. Let's just say I was sniffing. Let's just say I had a big fat white line over there and I've dusted half of it and I've still got half a bag left. Let's just say I have. Baby animals are still getting fisted, stabbed, having their children stolen for breast milk on top of Cocoa Pops. Um, pigs are still getting lowered into gas chambers, having their testicles ripped off. Birds are still trapped in cages with their beaks clipped so they can't peck each other to death because they've got nothing else to do. So regardless of my big fat white line there, fresh from Colombia, baby female animals are still getting violated. So I don't know what else you want me to say. That's why you're a psychic. I don't know what you're on about, man. I haven't got a clue what you're going on about. Shouldn't you play? You should be on the Xbox, man. I reckon Viking Blood is one of these little ones, man. You need to get back on the Xbox. Why don't you go on the Xbox and buy a Viking game? Then you can pretend to be a Viking even more than sit here just talking about baby animals. I mean, look, human who still breastfeeds and everything, is not to be taken seriously. Exactly that, man. 2026, excuse me. How the hell can you justify graping a cow to get some breast milk and put it on your Cocoa Pops? Tomato puree going in. Steroids destroy your body and heart. Is that a dig at me? Because I've never took steroids. I don't know who mentioned steroids. If you know about steroids, I've never took steroids. I've never took steroids. Oh, legend Freddy, nice one, man. Frugal Freddy, $14.99. Legend, mate, thank you. That will pay for my next trip to a bullying facility where I expose the horrors of bullying baby animals to the public because they regularly don't know about it. Thank you. Yes, Dave. Dave is in the building. What is happening, Dave? Come back up, man. The milk obsession. End the milk obsession, man. It's time for the milk obsession to end. New t-shirts, by the way. One spot left, 20% off on Kosher. Literally 1%. One space left on 20% off. 1%. Hang on. It looks like it, Plant Boy. So Viking Blood is saying that I'm on steroids. I've never took steroids in my life. So that must be a compliment. So all you're doing is bigging up plant-based diets. If you said I look skinny and weak, that would be more favourable to your side, but you're actually bigging up plant-based diets, so thank you. I don't know what he's trying to say, mate, but I think he says that steroids are bad. Unless someone else mentioned steroids, I don't know. But if that was to me about steroids, then thank you very much. I don't even train like a bodybuilder. I don't even train that hard, to be honest. Not anymore. Uh, German Jew, my great grandma's got a waiting time. I won't be able to give up. No, I'm not giving it up. I won't be able to give up breast milk. I won't be able to give up breast milk. Someone sent me a video last week of a mother cow licking a baby cow. She might be here actually. I won't say your name. She wants to remain anonymous. But she sent me a video of the baby cow dead on the floor for 4 days, and the mother cow was licking it and wouldn't leave him alone for days. Imagine looking that cow in the eye and saying, I'm still going to fist you. I'm still going to cause your babies to die. I'm still going to take your babies away. I'm still going to enslave you, grape you, impregnate you again and again and again and again before shoving you onto a truck with other scared individuals and then paying a psychopath to open your neck up and then going, I'm still going to do that because I couldn't give up your breast milk. That is exactly what it is. I first considered veganism more than 7 years ago, and it still seems like little more than a divisive distraction. It is very divisive, yeah. It's very divisive for the families of cows who have their children took away by psychopaths who want to impregnate them again and then bring the female calves up to also be dairy cows and take place of the mother who has been violated 8 or 9 times over the course of 10 years and then dragged to a slaughterhouse. And then also, if the baby's male, they'll either sell them on and get a bit of money for them, or they'll just smash them over the head and throw them away because they can't be used and violated like the females. So yeah, for the cows, it is quite divisive. We all have a choice. I'll tell you, who doesn't have a choice though? the baby sheep who keep getting violated, hung upside down and bleeding all over the slaughterhouse floor, while psychopaths keep chopping away at them and hacking little bits off them to put into little packages to sell to Tesco. They haven't got a choice. Through before Freddie, you are too kind, mate. Thank you very much. What a legend. See, if everyone was like you, the world would change very soon because activists would be funded and it would free up a lot of time and energy. Thank you very much, man. Sweet. Freddie is a legend of the game. Beautiful kitchen. Thank you, Moose Travers, but it's not my kitchen. I wish it was. Who else we got? It is a clean kitchen though, VC. Thank you. It is a clean kitchen. I do like to keep things clean. My mum was a bit of a clean freak, or is a clean freak, and I think that's had a bit of an effect on me where I like to be clean. If I touch my face, wash my hands. Touch something, wash my hands, etc. Karma cat, absolutely disgusting what they do to these vulnerable, sentient female creatures. Right, genuine question for where's it gone? Viking blood. Viking blood. As a Viking and a savage and a heartless what can I call you, man? Just a savage of the past. As a violent individual, would you rather attack the baby girls or the baby boys? Because I've always wondered this. Because back in the day, I've always wondered, if I knew the sex, what would I choose? Which one? Baby girl or baby boy? Oh, it smells good, man. Really good. Different. Answer the question, man. Baby girls or baby boys? I want to know the truth. I want to know what you would prefer. So I can't remember what I would have preferred, baby boys or baby girls. I actually think I mean, my ancestors were factually Vikings. My ancestors came over from Scandinavia, like 10 or 15 generations back or something. I think my ancestors would be disgusted at me sitting on YouTube defending the violations of baby sheep when there's no need to, because they would have turned around and gone, look, I had to stab sheep, I had to set villages on fire, I had to hit people with an axe, but you haven't got to do that. So I think they would actually be like, you know, how ridiculous of you to sit on YouTube to defend this. Same knobhead. It's not the same though, is it? Because I'm not claiming to be a Viking. I'm not saying that I am a Viking. I'm saying my ancestors were Vikings. But what is it about you that makes you think you're a Viking? I don't get it. You're sitting on YouTube, man. Like, I don't know any Viking in any of the Viking films or series that sit on YouTube defending the violation of baby sheep. So I'm just trying to work out how you got to this username. You know what I mean? How you got to this image of yourself. I need to put 150 mil in there, but I haven't got a small finger. I'll have to do it. I haven't got a lot to show off about, but what I will do is show off about how accurate I am with guessing milliliters and grams. Ready? $150. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 110. I was 40 mil off. We're rolling. Right, let's have a look at the poll. So the poll was baby sheep stab. 22% of 40 votes is about 8, isn't it? So 8 people want to stab sheep and 32 people don't want to stab sheep. So that's good, man. That is a good ratio. Well, it's not good, I mean, but it's good compared to usual because you've got a lot of psychopaths who come on and like to defend the bullying of baby animals. Meebo, what is going on? Good to see you. What is going on? Yeah, we need to stop fingering cows, man, and sheep and stuff. It's doing my idea. I'm a descendant of Vikings with proof. I have ancestry research in my family. Does XNYM believe that he or she is a Viking because she or he can prove of their ancestry with their researcher? Taiwan, what is going on? Your problem is the fact that you humanize the animals. You forcefully trying to make them. Yes, he or she's not a Viking. Well done. I've got Viking ancestry. You've got Viking ancestry, and we are not Vikings. Congratulations, man. Try telling that to Viking blood who thinks that he's some kind of badder man. This is a cooking channel. It's kind of a cooking channel, right? It's kind of like a bit of cooking, bit of arguing, bit of education, because it's a Viking channel. It's a Viking channel. Me and Viking blood are going to set up a new channel where we can talk about our ancestors and how savage we are and how we like to bully animals. rattled the vegans. I don't think that anyone's rattled, to be honest. I don't think that anyone gives a shit. I think that your comments will be forgotten about in minutes. If you was to disappear now off this channel, off this video, no one would ever mention your name again. You would be gone, and everything that you've said would be forgotten, and that is a promise. Look, I would have finished this cooking by now if it wasn't for you. Look at that. It smells gorgeous. That soy sauce is just, yeah, really nice stuff. Really nice. Vegan world doesn't work in reality. I don't know what reality you live in, but to me, not stabbing animals is quite simple. You know, if you see a cow, so let me give you an example. You're walking down the road, you come off the road onto a field, nice little public footpath, you're walking through, smelling that countryside air, and you see a cow, and you think, do I fist the cow, or do I just carry on walking? And you carry on walking, and you leave the cow alone. And then you get to the next field, and there's a sheep, and someone gives you a knife, and they go, stab the sheep, and you go, nah, I think I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to carry on to the woods. And you walk past the sheep to the woods, and you go through the woods, and there's a bird, and someone gives you a catapult or a gun and says, bully the bird, quick, bully the bird. And you go, nah, there's no need to bully the bird. Just let the bird live. Do you know what I mean? Let the bird be free and you know, look after their children. And then you just carry on. And it's a little bit like that. You know, you just ignore the temptations of other bullies and just carry on with your day without violating the defenceless. And to me, I think that's pretty easy. I don't know about yourself. Don't bother us. Imagine fisting a cow. You get the semen like that. And as you're injecting semen into the cow so that you can have milk, you just leave that there a sec, hanging out the back end, and you just type on YouTube. Just stop bothering us. Leave us alone. You can eat what you want, eat your grass, but you just need to leave us alone. Hang on a sec, I just need to carry on injecting this cow with bull semen. Hang on, hold that for me a sec. Hold that for me. That's it. No, I'll keep my fist in. Keep my fist in. You just hold that for me a sec. Hang on, I need to argue with these vegans. Stop forcing your but stop forcing. Do you know what I mean? That is what it's like. It's fascinating. Absolute chaos today, man. Absolute chaos. You're all mad. You're all mad. You're all mad. Bay leaves, they are. Bay leaves. Bay leaves are going in. I need 10. I've only got 2 at the minute, so there's 2 bay leaves. We're going to look for some more. What's the poll saying? The poll is saying 54. 75% of people don't want to stab sheep. That's good, man. That's good. It's good because most people are not psychopaths, and it's also good because it's reached 25% of people who were told to be psychopaths. So maybe they can change. I have a belief in people. I think that people are, I think that people they're good deep down. I'm not saying that everyone's psycho. I just think that we're easily led. People are easily led, and they're told what to do. So they're like, oh, do this. Okay, culture told me to do it. I don't know, it's a bit weird, but I'm going to just bury that under the level layers of conditioning because society accepts it as normal. Who's off? Someone's going. Ben, see you next week. Is that to me, Ben? If it is, see you next week, man. Quick question, can you actually taste the bay leaf? You can taste the bay leaf, man. I don't know. I can smell the bay leaf. Right, I need some more anyway. You are stretching the concept of bullying. Bullying is repetitive, unnecessary, harmful behaviour, mental abuse, physical abuse towards someone who is less vulnerable. It fits what we do to animals perfectly. You couldn't get any more accurate with the word bullying. Bullying is exactly that. Burn a bagel. Bullying is an absolute understatement. It's bullying is probably the most softest thing you could possibly say about what goes on in these industries. It is embarrassing what goes on in these places. Absolute evil. Burn a bagel. Livestock are killed less than 1/20th of a way through their lives. Absolutely right. And when you consider chicken in that number, it brings the percentage all the way down. The average animal is killed between 5 and 8% of their natural lifespan, i.e., baby animals. Eating meat is absolutely the problem. Riding donkeys, riding horses, going to bullfights, funding dog fights, wearing leather, wearing wool, going to zoos, going to aquariums are all a result of having an oppressive mindset towards innocent baby female animals. But the worst one by far is animal ag, meat, dairy, and eggs. 99% of all exploited animals are killed, exploited, enslaved, bullied for their flesh, for their breast milk, or for their eggs, without a shadow of a doubt. The problem is eating meat. One person going vegan prevents between 1 and 300 animals being exploited for them. Yeah, man. Yes, something like that, innit? I'm going to have a steak tonight. I will have to have 2 to make up from the 1 you haven't eaten today. I don't know why you're telling me, a stranger, that you're going to go home and eat a piece of female flesh twice. Not only are you going to eat it once, you're going to eat a piece of this female's backside twice. I don't know why you're telling me that. I live in a world where 78% of people around the world eat meat. It's actually more common to eat flesh than it is not to. So by you telling me you're having steak, it's just stating the obvious. Because even if I didn't know who you were and you wasn't on this chat, I would still have put a bet on you going home and eating a piece of baby female animal flesh tonight. So why are you telling me? I do not know. And if I could shut up for 2 minutes, I'll be able to put leaves in the pot. And finding the bay leaves is exactly what one has done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're a bit bitty, man. They're a bit bitter. You don't want bitty ones because people can choke on them. 11. I'm going to put more in. 12. 13. 14. 15 bay leaves in the kitty. Oh shit! The cocoa powder's gone. Ah. Cocoa powder on the floor. Favourite flavour of tea? Gotta be ginger, man. Ginger tea. Love ginger. Didn't used to like ginger, but ginger is the one. What about yourself? Imagine thinking you're a Viking and that's cool. Yes, Chris. Chris is in the building. Mr. Christopher Hines. What are you saying? What is Grace saying? What is Grace's problem, man? I can't see. Vegetarian is better than nothing. Think of the meat I haven't seen since 14 years old. I don't know if you were there earlier, Grace, but I did say that if there was something called a dairytarian, a dairyton who didn't consume dairy but did consume meat, that would be better than a vegetarian because the dairy industry is absolute evil. The meat industry is evil, but the dairy industry is just sick. It's beyond sick. So, although you might be thinking it's good that you haven't eaten meat, which is better than nothing, it's still having an oppressive mindset of I am allowed to pay people to fist cows so that they have babies, so that we can take the babies away in order to steal their breast milk and sometimes kill their babies, if not keep them separated, causing mental distress, physical distress, heartbreak, and pure agony for the mother cow before we raise her up and push her towards her death at the age of around 3 to 5 years old. But it's better than nothing. 3 litres. What we got? I can never be perfect enough to please everyone. You haven't got to be perfect. You've just got to stop little things such as paying psychopaths to grape cows and stuff. It's not hard. We're not asking you to do a 7-year uni course or to do 20 years internal work, with meditation and self-development or anything like that. You haven't got to be perfect. You've just got to realise that raping cows is wrong, and to pay psychopaths to fist them, to steal their babies, to produce milk so that we can put it on Cocoa Pops is ridiculous. And it's not your fault because you were told to do that. I was told to do that. Everyone has been told to do these things. What did great granddad do? Drank milk. Okay. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like that, but it's not too late to stop these things. You can literally just stop doing it. It's not hard. Some people don't understand that veganism is a non-action. It's literally doing nothing. Don't drink milk. Hang on. Why doesn't Viking blood drink milk? I thought you were a Viking, man. Vikings have raw eggs and they've even drank blood. Maybe that's where you got your name from. Maybe Viking blood is so Viking that he doesn't drink milk, he drinks blood. No, you can't. Yeah, always the victim. So humans are always the victim. Oh, it's such a shame for me that you've pointed out a fact. You've pointed out the fact that cows get raped. So I'm the victim. It's a shame for me because my beliefs are now questioned. My beliefs are now challenged. The beliefs that were given to me that created my identity are being violated by your words. How dare you point out the truth? That is what humans do all the time, and it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Chip guy, what a legend in the building. Chip, I'm a little bit sad that I couldn't spend more time with you at VCO, but such is the story to many people because you just see people and you're like, hello, what's going on? Good to see you, legend, love your work. I'm off to get a big fat burger. See you never. And that's what happened to us. Sorry, man. Oi, I've got a quote about truth that Grace might like. Truth will strike like a sword, sharp and direct. You can put your shield up like that, ah, ah, ah. But at the end of the day, the truth is still sharp and direct. I have empathy, but I am allowed to eat meat. The vegan religion doesn't undermine my beliefs. It's just fascinating to witness the vegan religion. Veganism is different to religion. So, veganism is believing in something that you can see, and religion is believing in something which you cannot see. Now, I'm not cheeking religions because I actually believe in something, I just don't know what it is. So, you can have your beliefs and you can be religious, but to compare veganism to a religion is ridiculous. It's like saying that not being racist is a religion, or it's like saying that the police have got a religion because they go after child abusers, or something like that. So to compare one to the other is just ridiculous. Right, I'm going to do a little competition. You've got to go over to Plant Geezer Coaching channel now. Actually, I can put the link in here. I'm going to send you a link on here. Click the link, sign up to my 20,000 word guide, and if I get 10, I'm going to pick one and send you a batch of meals in the post. That is a promise. I'm going to send the link in the comments very soon. Go to the link, download, put your email in, and I'm going to send a box of meals to one person out of 10. How is that for a little bit of Thursday fun? I think that's worked. Yeah, free 20,000 word guide for anyone who might need some help in terms of plant based nutrition and fitness and things like that. Right then, I don't know if you can see that link. I'll put the link in there anyway. I will send people food. I'm going to send people food because you deserve it. Oh, it ain't come up. It ain't come up. Oh, okay. It doesn't allow links. Maybe if I add chat filter, all messages. Oh, that's why. All messages wasn't on. Add as moderator. Sweet, there we go. Right, I'm going to send a link off the coaching page and you can click the link, get the PDF, and I'm going to send the winner a box of meals. Yeah, it's embarrassing, man. We need to stop. We need to stop violating the innocent, man. There's the link. Click the link. Put your email in. Join the list. get the 20,000 free word guide, and that took me ages to write as well. Didn't use AI. Click it, get the PDF, and then the next 10, I'm going to send a box of meals to one person. If you get an email, you've won, man. You've won the meals. Vegans are preachers. I don't know what is preachy about not fingering cows. Do you have a food hygiene certificate to be giving food to the public? Absolutely. This kitchen is registered with Dudley Council, and the business has been going for 5 years. So I sell food from here and send food around the UK. Just to let you know as well, you don't actually need a certificate, you just need to be inspected. Your certificate could be on the way, your certificate could be in process, and you can still trade. As long as registered within 28 days of setting up your business. No, it's not. In your mum's kitchen, sniffing all over the shop. I know I have run pubs. It's not my kitchen. I rent the place, and my mum does not live here. Thank you very much. But thank you for taking an interest. If you want any meals, I'll give you a discount code, and we can send them straight out to you. Hunting is great. Not only do I get to kill my own food, but I get to teach my kids how to shoot. Let me translate that for Joseph Mileski. Bullying is great. Not only do I get to bully random baby animals, but I also get to teach my children how to bully. Bullying, what are you, 12 years old? Funny you should mention 12 years old, because the animals that you violate are also babies, and they're innocent, they've done nothing wrong, and you're teaching your children violence when there's no need. You could just stop having this weird fetish and obsession of animals in the wild, put your gun away, go and shoot some clay pigeons or targets or something like that, and stop inflicting your oppressive mindset onto young baby animals, man. Just end the fetish. End the fetish. Wings are for flying, not for frying. Freddie, you're a legend, man. Thank you very much. Like I said, anyone who knows me knows that I put more time into activism than I do work and business. So every penny helps towards me going to these places, exposing, climbing walls, buying equipment, paying for petrol, etc., etc. Legend of the game. Yeah. hunting. What was that? People have been hunting since day one. Yeah, correct, man. People have been bullying since day one. People have been bullying baby animals since day one. And it's now 2026. B12 Babe in the building. It's 2026 and it's time to stop bullying animals and just get over this weird obsession. It's like everything's got to involve an animal. For instance, instead of going out for the day to a pub or, I don't know, the football, people have got to go to the zoo. Let's look at animals through cages. They're trapped in the cages. Let's look at the animals. Animal fetish. Let's go and buy a jumper, a wool jumper. Animal fetish. Just buy a normal jumper. Let's go and fish. Let's sit by the lake and fish. Let's suffocate fish. Animal fetish, animal obsession. Everything has got to involve an animal. Let's go out with our guns. Let's kill defenseless animals with guns. Animal fetish, animal obsession. It's time to end the fetish. It's this weird obsession that has been passed to us from. I think it's a natural thing. It's a cultural thing. It's like because we used to rely on animals so much in the past, it's been passed down the generations to now, and it's like everything that you do, you have to involve an animal. Just leave them alone. It's a non-action. Leave the animals alone. Stop being a freak. Stop being a weirdo. There's no need for it. There's no need to go fishing. Just sit by the lake, crack a beer, have a smoke, spark up a fat one, whatever you want to do. Just leave the creatures alone. That is it. Stop the fishing, stop the zoo, stop the aquariums, stop slicing into the back-arsed cows for rump steak, stop milking their teats for breast milk. Simple, man. It's the big 26. I feel like I'm talking in like the 1920s or something. It's the big 26. Time to stop. I am mentally deranged. I'm mentally deranged because I don't want to rip fish out of the lake and suffocate them. I'm mentally deranged because I don't want to stab baby cows. I'm mentally deranged because I don't want to fist female cows. I'm mentally deranged because I don't want to steal the babies off baby cows, mother cows, sorry. I'm mentally deranged because I don't want to go and look through a glass window at an enslaved and violated monkey or lion or tiger. I'm mentally deranged because I haven't got a fetish for leather shoes or leather belts and things like that. I am mentally, if that's what mentally deranged is, I am mentally deranged. I am happy to be mentally deranged in this sick world. And always remember the quote. Always remember the quote. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And that is all I'll say on the topic. That's banging. That is banging. Marissa, what is going on? We just need to stop fingering cows. Imagine if everyone just said, look, I'm going to stop fingering cows now. No more cows, no more fingering, no more fisting, no more breast milk, no more cheese. No, you can still have the milk. You can have the soy milk, the rice milk, the oat milk, the coconut milk. You can have the cashew milk. You can have all the milks. Have the milks. You know what I mean? Just don't get it from the rest. No more cheese. No more this. No more that. No more cottage cheese. Come on, man. Cottage cheese. In 20 years, we're going to look back and go, can you believe people used to eat cottage cheese? Look at look at how they make cottage cheese. Go on Google, type in how do they make cottage cheese from the very first bit, from the bit where they take the baby. Look at how they make cottage cheese. I can't believe this is happening in the big 2 6. If this was happening in the big 4 6, if it is going to happen in the 4 6, I'm going to be very surprised. That's if I haven't been shot by then. We'll see. But if this is happening in 20 years, I don't know what else to say, man. Stick a bullet in there. Absolute chaos. You know what the best thing about all this is? I'm sorry, cottage cheese, 'cause that tastes like shit anyway. If cheese, breast milk, female flesh, and female ovulations, such as eggs, tasted like shit, regardless of the nutrition you get from them, people would agree. So let's just say someone thinks ovulations taste 10 out of 10, flesh tastes 10 out of 10, breast milk 10 out of 10, cheese 10 out of 10. If it tasted 4 out of 10, they'd go, yeah, it is a bit weird to fish cows. Yeah, it is a bit weird to chuck male chicks into blenders. Do you know what I mean? Actually, yeah, it is a little bit weird to milk another species of animal. So it's only taste. Taste is the only factor. We're not even talking nutrition. Don't lie and say that if they tasted like shit, you wouldn't agree with the vegan principle, because we all know that it's taste pleasure and it's addiction, which is keeping people hooked on these products. It tastes good because we're engineered to eat it. Okay, are you engineered to eat cookies? Are you engineered to eat cheesecake? Are you engineered to eat Haribo sweets? Are you engineered to take drugs because they feel good? It's the big 26, man. It's the big 2 6. It needs to stop. I am embarrassed that it's the big 2 6. The arrogance of most vegans is off the scale. The arrogance of you. How dare you be so arrogant and point out straight facts? Do you know what I mean? How dare you tell the truth? Are the police arrogant for breaking into cars and saving hot dogs from melting to death? Are the vets arrogant for saving horses and kittens? Do you know what I mean? Where does the line of arrogance stop? Bro works at Whole Foods. Bro is addicted to female products, so needs to vent to the world. Red meat is good for pregnancy. Red meat is good for the pregnancy of female cows, yeah? The amount of forced impregnation that goes on to produce it. Look, do you take any tablets? If you're on about me, no, I do not. Sometimes I take a vitamin D3 in the winter because of the sun problem. But no, other than that, I don't take any tablets. Most food is injected, fortified with things that we need, such as B12 and whatever else. Even the levels of that is debatable. So, just like animals, they get supplemented and they get injected with stuff. So, same as our food supply, man. Salt in many countries is fortified. Um, you got B12, you got cereals, you got milks which are fortified. We don't live in a natural world, so they have decided to start putting things into food because we're missing out on natural things compared to thousands of years ago and things like that. How many kcal you eat in a day? At the minute, I'm on 1800, 1800. I'm trying to cut, so I'm trimming up a little bit, but usually 2500. If I've done something manic like a gym sesh and a run, I'll have like 2800. Very rarely will I eat more than 3000. Freddie, thank you, mate. You've just donated again, haven't you? Absolute legend of the game. It's people like you why activism is possible. Now, not now, because at the minute I'm at work, and while I'm at work, obviously I can do this, but outside of this, things cost money, man. Even like waking up, driving to a farm or an abattoir, and you buy a coffee and a breakfast, and it's like 12 quid. And you're like, fucking hell, I've just spent 12 quid plus the petrol. You can do 100 quid on a day out activism. Do you know what I mean? So thanks to people like yourself, it is possible, and without people like you, it would not be possible. I guarantee it, man. Without donators, vegan activists wouldn't exist. So, guys, can you look at this and tell me what you think when cut plants and I think it's a click like popping sound in the stress beyond human hearing? Yeah, but that's easy, man. If plants are alive and animals are alive and you can survive off one of them, and if without them you would die, it would obviously make sense to eat a banana than it would do to chop a sheep's head off. So you've still got a choice. It's like nothing, plants, animals. Even if we said the plants feel pain, we've got to eat something. Do you know what I mean? Full English, enjoy your baby female animals, Myvold 404. What a geezer, telling the world that he's off to attack baby female animals. Enjoy the tomato, hash brown, beans, toast, and mushrooms. 85% of your breakfast is plant based, but nice try. What else we got? Yeah, they must be, man. They must be. They must be. Right, the chickpeas are coming out. I'll enjoy the female periods, the gassed baby piglets, the gassed baby piglets' insides and ears and intestines, and also the blood of the baby gassed piglets more. Thanks for the info, bro. Really pleased you told me. Chickpeas, don't get too triggered. Haha, yeah, Chris. Oi, we all know what chickpeas and especially tofu. Tofu is very triggering because, and the reason that is, let me explain. I've done a video on this. The reason why, when you mention tofu, grown men cry is because they know that tofu has all the amino acids, all the protein, all the other bits and bobs which are good for you, and it's just like chicken, and it's a threat to the chicken. It's like, well, cabbage, I can talk about cabbage and take the piss out of cabbage and carrots and grass, but when they mention tofu, that is a threat to their way of eating. So then they'll start crying, oh, tofu, oh, soy, feminine, it's going to grow your boobs. Threat. Tofu is a threat. It is utterly hypocritical to be consuming products made from exploited people while pretentiously accusing local meat farmers of murder. Absolutely not. There is nothing there that is related at all. If we were eating products that were made of exploited humans, then you've got a point. But exploitation in other forms is completely different and unrelated to veganism and animal rights. You have man boobs. Yeah, man, I try my chest. I like to pump the chest out, do you know what I mean, on the old chest press and things like that. And then when you eat enough protein and you get stronger over the years, you do tend to grow muscles. Too much soy? Absolutely not. Factually proven. You need to do a little bit of research and come back. Next. No, they are boobs, not pecs. Even more incorrect. I went to Poland and had an operation when I was actually a flesh eater and had to have tissue actually removed. So only when I was a flesh eater did I have this problem with tissue in the nipple, which is why I had them chopped out. So even more against your point, it is now the opposite compared to before. But nice try, keep coming. Thank you for spending your day with us. It is much appreciated. You're so kind. I've been terrible in the last 2 years, but I'm really flat now. Had a breast enlargement. Yeah, they don't realise, these trolls. I mean, I don't know if he's trolling or what, but they don't realise that they actually do their cause more harm than good. Because if you're anti-vegan and you spouted rubbish, people read it and they go, which one am I more inclined to agree with? And then when they spout nonsense, it turns people the other way. So thank you very much. You are much appreciated. Yeah, with the chest exercises, I would not worry about doing all these crazy cable inverted presses and all that, man. Just smash the bench, incline bench, get on the dumbbells every now and then, do loads of press ups at the end of each set, and get that chest pumping nicely. I made a sick vegan lemon curd last night. Gonna come with some Biscoff biscuits and make vegan whipped cream. Oh my god, I hate lemon, but even I am aroused by that. Well done. It's absolute chaos, man. All this for a bacon sandwich. Imagine you've got the choice whether to gas pigs, and you're just like so addicted to gassing pigs to this product as well that you just got to keep commenting and blowing up the video and blah blah blah. It's just chaos. It's literally for a bacon sandwich. Someone left a great quote on the video yesterday, and it was, "Those who make you believe absurdities are the ones who make you commit atrocities." Right, it's time to offend some people. The chickpeas are coming in. Look at that. Look at all these chickpeas. Now, I know it's offensive. I know that you can just swap these out for chicken and bits of female cow and put it in your curry. There's no need to cry. Come on. Chickpeas in water, that's all it is. High in fibre, one of your 5 a day, high in protein. Oh, I went to read out the ingredients then, but it's just chickpeas in water. Don't get offended. If you would like to leave a complaint, drop me an email and we can send you some tissues. But just let us know, because I don't want to offend anyone. That is not my aim. I just want to cook my dish and get it done. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to collect the aquavava as well. Yes, I will. I'm going to. Let's do it. Yeah, I've got 12 tins worth. 12 tins worth going in, and I can use that with some cakes or something. Right, okay. There we go. Chickpeas, not chickens. Thank you very much, Frugivore Freddy. Absolute legend of the game, man. Absolute legend of the game. And just put them on there, look like that. The chickpea water is going to just drizzle into the bottom of that bowl. Fling the chickpeas in. Chickpeas, not chickpeas. Fling the chings in. Like that there. And that is just going to collect the water that we need. Leave the periods alone. Leave the periods alone, please. Come on. 2026. We can do it. It's not that hard, man. Isn't it mad how that can piss people off? That can piss people off, chickpeas. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, it's a rainy day, and I love the rain. Give me a thumbs up if you love the rain. Give me a little rain emoji if you love the rain. Who likes the sun? The sun makes me sweaty. The sun pisses me off. The sun gets in my eyes when I'm trying to drive. The sun gives me pink skin. The sun makes me dehydrated. The sun makes me lose focus from goals and things like that. So it's all about the rain, man. It's all about the rain, purifying the soul. If I could move to a rainy country, I would. More rainy than this one. Claire 269 in the building. What is happening, Claire? Big up, Claire. Is that Claire in Aussie? Yeah, big up all the rain crew, man. Big up all the rain soldiers. All the multi-dimensional entities. You shouldn't need sunshine to feel good. I don't believe that you need sunshine to feel good. Why is someone's mood dependent upon the sky? Do you know what I mean? Why should I be happy because it's hot? I don't like being hot. I don't like being sweaty. I don't like being miserable. I don't like being dehydrated. Freddie, I love you even more, man. Not only are you very generous with donating towards animal rights activism, you're also a Rain fan. Legend, man, thank you. Much love. If there's anything I can do with you in terms of, I don't know, nutrition or whatever, let me know. Health, advice, fitness, coaching, gym. 20,000 word guide. Mate, at least go to the link and in the bio and download the 20,000 word guide, which might help you. I don't know. Maybe you've got more knowledge than me. I don't know, but it's there if you want it, and you can download that for free. Click the link. We've got some soy chunks and we've got some soy mince getting pressed in a sec, who will be accompanying the chickpeas in the pot. And we've got loads of aquafaba. There we go. Wham bam, thank you, man. Liquid gold. Boomtown. Sweet. That goes in the fridge with a lid. There we go. See? Nice big bowl of chickpea juice to be utilised further. And we need to stop gassing piglets. We need to stop lowering little baby piglets into gas chambers so they suffocate to death. So you can put their nasty, greasy, sweaty body on your little sandwich back and then type bacon on YouTube to people who don't care. It's mad. Jesus was a carnivore. Jesus couldn't fight his way out of a paper box. Do you know what I mean? Jesus was not a carnivore. Jesus was a sheep lover, from what I've been led to believe. There's a picture of Jesus holding the baby sheep. Stop stunning pigs. Get your pig fetish over with. Finish the piglet fetish. Piglets were there years ago to violate and bully in order to stay alive and to stay warm and things like that. Leave the piglets alone. It's time to end the piglet fetish. They're more clever than dogs. You cry when your dog dies. Don't act bad. Stop gassing pigs. You take your pig to the vet. It has the needle. The dog falls asleep peacefully. You cry your eyes out, and then you go home and have a bacon sandwich. And it is absolutely ridiculous. It's time to stop. End the piglet fetish, man. Even when I used to eat pigs, I was never obsessed. I don't know where this obsession comes from. Leave the piglets alone, man. Boy, what's happening? Right. Oh, nice. Nice. Time to end the pig fetish. If God would approve of slaughterhouses, what would the devil do? Like, imagine, right? I've got to the gates of heaven, and I'm at my God's heaven, and you're at your God's heaven. And I say to my God, have you got the number for him next door? Oh, the other God. Yeah, I want a word with him. Ring him. Puts God on the phone. I've got someone here who wants to speak to you. All right, mate. You know your beliefs with your followers. Is it true that you let them stab sheep and fist cows for breast milk? Yeah, but other than that, everyone's sweet. Everyone's good. What? So they can't do anything else that is violent, but they can stab sheep, fist cows, take babies away from mothers, gas pigs, and rip skin off animals for. Is that right? Nah. Well, yeah, they can, but only when it's no. Well, I'm all peaceful and loving. What do you mean you're all peaceful and loving? You've just said that it's okay to stab sheep and fist cows and rip skin off animals for jackets and shoes. Yeah, but my God said that I can do that. Your God, I thought you were God. No, I am God, but the where does it end? Do you know what I mean? Who comes up with these rules? Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It needs to stop. End the animal fetish. It's 2026. It's a joke. Okay. God, can I come in your heaven? It depends if you violated anyone else outside of the 5 or 6 animals that I told you that you could violate. Well, I did punch a dog in 1996. You punched a dog in 1996? Yeah. You're not coming in here. Why can't I come in? He's allowed in. Are you allowed in? What did you do? Stab sheep. He stabbed sheep. He fisted cows. Hang on. So he stabbed sheep and fisted cows, but I can't punch a dog in 1996. That's how ridiculous it is, man. End the animal fetish. Your God is not violent. Necessity isn't the only basis for morality. Even if someone can live without me, that doesn't constitute it. It's a model. I don't know what you're on about, man. That is nothing to do with what I just said. Big up VC, by the way. VC, vegan Christianity, the only religion where a vegan one is where they have their beliefs and also don't violate animals. Big up VC. My aunt is Christian. Big up all the Christians who don't violate animals. Hello, Barbara. Welcome. Welcome to the madhouse. Welcome to the madhouse of fun. Viking Blood, you did not confuse the vegan. You just chatted rubbish. I've been doing this for years. You couldn't confuse me if you tried, honestly. I know you better than you know yourself. I know what you're going to say before you've even said it. Me and you could sit down for a debate and I could write down what you're going to say before you've even said it. Trust me. You ain't confusing nobody. Right then, I've had enough of Viking blood. We're going to have a poll. Right, let's have a look. We're going to end the poll. So well done for everyone for not stabbing sheep. 68%, the ones with a brain. The ones who are not pretending to be savages. Right, we're going to go on poll. We're going to go on replace. Is Viking blood more like a Viking or a bunny rabbit? And we're going to go Viking. And we're going to go bunny. Done. So we're going to find out who Viking blood is more like. There we go. Cast your votes. Is Viking blood a bunny rabbit or a Viking? Because I believe that he is more like a bunny rabbit in terms of, you know, his nature and whether he invades villages or whether he's just like a soft little bunny on the earth who just is part of the modern world and goes to Tesco and sits in his comfy chair and sits on YouTube talking about animal violation. Let's see. I've got my opinion, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm going to keep this to myself. Let's boil the kettle. Let's have a black coffee. Who wants a black coffee? Oh, we're going to go on now. 50 time, 50 oregano, and 25 cumin. There's a lot of spice in this pot. It's not looking good for Viking. I think it's time. I would have a lot more respect for Viking blood if he turned around and said, look, I admit I am not the one true savage. I am a product of the modern world. I don't participate in horrendous acts. In fact, I only pay people to do horrendous things for me. I am not the one true savage. I admit it. And then I would happily send Viking blood some meals and say, look, get some plant protein in you, stop being a wetter, and just admit who you really are. Just remember who you are. And that's it. That is it. 3 spoons of coffee. Oi, Barbara's having me on, man. She does not have 3 spoons of coffee in the black coffee. That is chaos. Are you joking? Please tell me. Just admit you're not a savage, man. Admit you're not. You're nothing like a Viking, man. Imagine him. Imagine him on the beaches of like Northumbria, and the Vikings come over. Like, can you imagine the look on his face? So, yeah. cumin. Get the cumin in. Always be careful of cumin. Calm it down, calm it down. Come on, just 10 gram. Just 10 gram. Maybe 20. Should I have 20? 20 gram, there you go. Stop being silly. I'm going to whisk it around like that. I want to see Viking blood on the beaches of Northumbria. It's not, yeah, don't get mad at the vegan, get mad at the industries. The government has lied to you, man. The industries have lied, propaganda, laughing cow, happy hog. You need milk for calcium, you need meat for protein, you need cheese, you need that. It's not the vegans who lied to you. The vegans are making you remember who you really are. Don't believe the lies, man. And also, don't shoot the messenger. Jesus, that's a lot of seasoning. I don't need time for paprika. Normal paprika. Right, Viking blood and all the others. Be honest, answer this question. How many people do you think in your family, in your friend group, in your community, what percentage of these people would be able to look an animal in the eye, get the knife, and open up the neck while the life poured out of them and they screamed in mercy? So tell me, what percentage do you think that is? We need the vitamins the plants don't have. Anything wise that so odd. Zora. Zora. How do you think everyone? How do you think that this is possible? How do you think that people are in this chat talking? How do you think that hundreds and millions of people? No, it's billions. There is over 1.3 billion non-flesh consumers on this planet that do not need to consume flesh. That are just choosing not to consume flesh. They're perfectly healthy. They haven't died. They're not weak. They're not malnourished. There's vegan bodybuilders. There's vegetarian bodybuilders. There's vegan ultra runners. There's vegetarian ultra runners. There is all kinds of elite athletes across this globe that do not need to consume baby female flesh. What do you think? How do you think this is possible? Always the victim. It's never their fault. Always the victim. Right then, is it time for Viking to go? Yeah, one of the mods, please remove Viking. Viking, um, I will never respect your choice to violate baby animals. Thank you to MK for evicting him. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. You have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Well, what we're going to do now, do you know what I mean? What we're going to do? Let me translate for Zara. Zara is sometimes a vegetable eater, and then 50% of the time pays psychopaths to fist, enslave, bully, decapitate, oppress, be cruel to, and take away the babies of sentient creatures who are usually very young and vulnerable. That's what you mean. And if Zara was subject to this kind of torture and abuse, it's that bad that she wouldn't even be able to comprehend it. She would be screaming for mommy. Now, this is why the problem is so hard to get through to people, because it's that bad that the average person can't even fathom it. They think it's a film. They think it's a film. They can't even comprehend it, what goes on. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Nice one, MK. Much respect. Yeah, it's time that we stop paying psychopaths to do disgusting things to sentient creatures such as sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, enslavement, bullying, all these disgusting things that we do to the most vulnerable who've done nothing wrong. They've done nothing wrong. How many vegans are in lower class countries, side of villages, poor countries? Veganism is made of privilege. Fans of people in big cities wanted virtue signal. Mike, absolutely not. I myself come from a poor family with no money, no inheritance, nothing like that. In one of the most expensive countries in the world to live, and still manage to eat for like £5 to £6 per day. I know people in Africa who are working from WTF and they spread the word of veganism in Africa. They live off lentils and things like that. It's just a joke to think that you've got to have money or live in a city to not fist, violate, and bully the world's most defenseless. Ooh, prep, prep, prep. Mhm, mhm. And talking of price of food, I can boil this meal down to the penny. I'll cook 60 meals here and I can tell you exactly what each meal costs. In fact, I'll tell you now, I've got nothing to hide in terms of profit margins, between 90 pence and £1.20 per unit. And if you have three a day, the max would be £3.60 per day. And that would get you 80 grams of protein and X amount of calories. Fill the gaps with nuts, seeds, legumes, fruit, veg, herbs, spices, and you've got a full day of eating for about £5. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes if you say certain words, it will automatically restrict you. So whatever Molly said, that has striked her off. I've got to go because I've got a meeting in 20 minutes. So actually, I'll leave you there for a bit just while you get that point across. Yeah, so I've got a meeting. It's 2026. It's time to end the animal fetish. Watch Dominion, watch Earthlings, watch Hope of Land and Glory, watch what people are doing to the world's most sentient. There's no need to have an animal fetish in 2026. You can be strong, healthy, and live animal free, baby animal free, that is. Thank you to MK for the, what you call it, the modding. Big up Molly, working class mom of two sons. Thank you to all the comments. Thank you to all the trolls. You have helped push the message further, whether you like it or not. Thank you. If you need any help, drop an email. I want to say Gmail then. What's that? Drop an email to my Gmail, and then I'll get back to you with health tips and advice if needed. PDF available, 20,000 word guide. Click the link below, download it. It's for free. I do not give a shit. It came from the brain, not AI. See you later. Thanks for commenting. Oh yeah, thanks to what's his name, Freddie Man, for all the donations. That'll pay for the petrol to an investigation that I'm doing in the next few weeks, where it's a little bit undercover and blah blah blah, and all the things will be exposed to the public. If I don't get shot, I'll see you again, and thank you very much. Much love. Take it easy. It's the big 2-6. End the animal fetish. B12 babe. Take it easy, and yeah, we are getting to work every single day when I'm not cooking food. Nice one. Take it easy, and always remember, you are not the one true savage. You people are evil and bullies. Zara, go away. You are pathetic. It's time to stop violating baby animals. Get a grip. You are not the victim. The victims are the sentient, the innocent, who are enslaved every day due to human oppression. Hold it together. Take it easy.